Repeated lies about Fulanization and Fulanization from Professor Michael Ogweke's perspectives. There is no major town in the north that does not have at least 1,000 churches, and more populous major northern towns have been 2 to 5,000 churches, and these numbers do not include Christian schools. There is no town in the southeast or south-south, including Edo, that has up to 50 mosques, no matter how big it is, and Islamic schools are non-existent in many, even in Edo State and the southwest, where there are significant Muslim populations. There is hardly a town there that has up to 500 mosques. There is therefore the height of inferiority complex that borders on ungodliness, lack of sincere faith, and deep knowledge of God we serve, as well as dissent and mischief with satanic intent to stir up bloodshed when we Christians in Nigeria claim religious persecution, marginalization, and Islamization, whereas in actual fact we Christians are the ones pushing from every corner of the country to Christianize Nigeria with our godless greed-driven commercial pro-life polarization of churches and schools for material gains and profit. No mega church in Nigeria has a target of establishing less than 1,000 churches with schools every year all over Nigeria. Some, like Winners, have an equally celebrated lavishly the establishment of 5,000 churches with schools around Nigeria yearly, while some, like Redeem, have, as matter of documented policy and vision, the establishment of a church within 5 minutes walking distance and everywhere in Nigeria. How those who have committed themselves to a commercial Christianization of Nigeria through their commercialization of God's salvation, mercies, favors, and grace turn back to fabricate or contrive tolerance from others, then scream persecution and Islamization is beyond me. God is more than capable of fighting for himself and doesn't require the help of mere sinful mortals. Let us Christians and Muslims quit dragging God's name into our great enterprise and satanic blood-tasty agenda. The latest attempt to destroy North shining light in Nigeria will not fly. Una don't finish with Abakari and in less than a week has moved to Zulum using religious tolerance. Who will be the next in our pathetic deceit into a nation that takes a seeking pleasure and pride in devouring its best, elevating and rewarding its worst. The amount of energy, time, resources, and blood we waste fighting for God who doesn't need our help can be put into fighting our personal character flaws, matter, laziness, oversight, entitlement on everything in life for free. Failures are challenged as individuals and as a nation. Only then Nigeria will become a paradise for all. With your general financial contribution to Muslim news, you are helping to sustain a culture of journalistic integrity that promotes tranquil Islamic values and ensure it remains free and available to all. Okay, but I really do not understand what this man is really talking about, because I don't even know where he gets all this English he's using in Christianity. Mr. Man, if you want to say things in a way that people will understand, you need to come out clean and stop beating around the bush and speaking in parables. You need to speak in a way people will understand what you're saying and not in the manner you are doing it. Well, let's go to the comment section and hear what people has to say about this whole an issue. My view about what you wrote is that you are biased and couldn't see beyond your nose a hired right agent or tail within the churches. As you claim to be a Christian, you are not enlightened, though you claim to be a professor. If you would have known that Muslims don't use establishments of mosques and schools to get converts, but government, apparatus and swords. Oga, Professor, put your jealousy and sentiment and learn what you don't know before going to press so that your lack of knowledge will not be exposed. Okay, Professor knows what is happening. That is why he tried to draw your attention, your Christians, that Buhari Islamizing Nigeria and Fulanization of the country. Tell me a state that the state is owned by Fulani alone. But there are many states in Nigeria where 95% of the population are of same tribe. That is not even the issue. You people are all forgetting the main thing here. We Christians, we build churches to try and convert souls, but the Muslims, they don't do such things. They go about carrying swords and so on and so forth. They fight, they share bloods of innocent just to convert souls to Allah. That is what they do. And like the professor said earlier, God does not need anyone to fight for him. Like what these Talibans are doing now, they say they are fighting for Christ. But they are not. They aren't fighting for God at all. They are fighting for themselves. Because God is not a sinner and God is not a wicked man. God does not ask people to go and fight and win souls for him. God is a peaceful man. There is never a place in the Bible where God goes about, or even in the Quran, preaching war. It's not necessary. That is not what God preaches. God never preaches war for anyone. All these comparison Christian leaders who collect money from non-Christian organizations should stop polluting already tense religion environment. Nigeria is a member of OIC and other ones. You are confusing yourself and your likes. Go and sleep, your time is out. Okay, rights like this are agents of disunity. Religion and tribes should be personal issues in a country that wants unity and prosperity, but your fruits we shall know, by your fruits we shall know, rather, if you are a patriotic. Okay, this is one of the many professors who are worse than illiterate. How can you claim to be a prof when you cannot carry out a depth analysis of a situation but sees everything from peripheral? Okay, the Bible says that the earth of the Lord, every spiritual gifted Christian knows what is going on in the realm of the spirit. So we are in our news scattering on the plan going on against Nigeria. So I don't really know where all these professors are getting their stories from. They just cause about everyone is trying to use Buhari's regime in his own benefits. Everybody wants to be popular. Everyone wants to be noticed. Everyone wants to be recognized. That is why everybody's coming out to talk all sort of things, like what this prof is saying. Only him understand what he's saying best. No one does. Well, you can go to the comment section and share your take on this article. Thanks for listening. God bless you.